Imagine facing life's toughest moments, loss, pain, uncertainty, and instead of breaking, you grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. What if your greatest struggles weren't setbacks but stepping stones? What if instead of letting fear control you, you transformed it into courage? This isn't just wishful thinking. It's the essence of Stoicism, a philosophy that has guided warriors, emperors, and leaders for centuries. More importantly, it's a philosophy you can apply right now to navigate life's challenges with clarity and strength. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions or pretending life is easy. It's about understanding them, mastering them, and using them as fuel for growth. It teaches you to remain calm, think clearly, and respond wisely instead of reacting impulsively. When practiced, it helps you not just survive adversity, but thrive in the face of it. Why Stoicism matters. Now modern life is full of distractions, social media, instant gratification, endless comparisons, and external pressures. It's easy to lose focus on what truly matters. Stoicism offers a way to cut through the noise and develop unshakable resilience and clarity. Take Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and philosopher. He faced war, betrayal, and immense responsibility. Yet, instead of being consumed by stress or greed, he remained disciplined and wrote daily reflections to strengthen his mind. His wisdom, along with that of Seneca and Epictetus, has endured for centuries because it works. These aren't abstract theories meant for scholars. They're practical tools you can use today to improve your life. If you've ever felt lost, overwhelmed, or stuck in a cycle of stress, Stoicism might be the mindset shift you need. This is your invitation to a new way of thinking, one that makes you stronger, more resilient, and truly free. Before we dive into the 9 Stoic principles that will change your life, take a second to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss valuable insights. If you find this helpful, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Now let's begin. 1. Control what you can, accept what you can't. The core Stoic belief life is unpredictable. No matter how much we plan, things rarely unfold exactly as expected. You can't control the economy, how others treat you, or unexpected misfortunes. You can't stop the rain on your wedding day, or prevent a company from making layoffs. But here's what you can control: your reactions, your mindset, and your actions. This is the heart of Stoicism, the understanding that while external events are beyond your control, your internal world is your responsibility. This simple yet powerful shift frees you from unnecessary suffering. So much stress, anxiety, and frustration come from resisting things we cannot change. But when you focus on what is within your control, you stop wasting energy on external chaos and start mastering yourself. Marcus Aurelius's lesson during his reign. Marcus Aurelius faced a devastating plague that killed millions across the Roman Empire. This was far beyond his control. He could have panicked, blamed others, or retreated into despair. Instead, he focused on what he could do. He sold off his personal treasures to fund relief efforts. He chose to stay in the city, leading by example instead of fleeing to safety. Through his personal journal, he reminded himself daily that complaining about circumstances was useless. Instead, he remained calm, wise, and proactive. This is the essence of Stoicism. When faced with chaos, do not resist reality. Adapt to it. Practical application. How often do we stress over things outside our control? The traffic that makes us late, the rude remark from a coworker, or the unpredictable nature of life itself. Next time something frustrates you, pause and ask yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is yes, act. Take responsibility and do what you can to improve the situation. If the answer is no, let it go. Shift your focus to something productive, instead of dwelling on what you cannot change. Practicing this mindset daily builds unshakable inner peace. You stop reacting impulsively, stop stressing over what you can't influence, and start directing your energy where it truly matters. This is just the first step in mastering your mind. Now let's move on to another crucial Stoic lesson. True wealth is not what you own, but how you live. 2. True wealth is not what you own. Marcus Aurelius and wealth success is often measured by wealth, but true wealth has nothing to do with possessions. Marcus Aurelius, despite his immense power, understood this. When a plague devastated Rome, he sold his treasures to fund relief efforts. These weren't just items. They symbolized power and status, yet he let them go without hesitation. Why? Because real wealth is virtue, not material things. The Stoics valued wisdom, integrity, and character over fleeting possessions. Why this? Matters today. Today, people chase status symbols, the latest phone, luxury brands, wealth, believing they define success. But what happens when those things disappear? A rich man without discipline is poor in character. A powerful CEO without wisdom is bankrupt in virtue. A famous person without purpose is spiritually empty. Marcus Aurelius showed that a rich life is built on values, not valuables. Actionable step: ask yourself, if I lost everything tomorrow, money, status, possessions, what would still give my life meaning? Would I still be kind? Would I still have wisdom? Would I still carry honor and courage? These are the things no one can take from you. Focus on internal wealth, not external. Once you do, no loss can truly harm you. Next, let's explore a powerful, Stoic truth. What if obstacles weren't blocking you but guiding you? 3. Obstacles are the way. The Stoic mindset. Shift: what if obstacles weren't blocking you but guiding you? Most see challenges as barriers, but Stoicism teaches the opposite. Obstacles are the path. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Every difficulty is a chance to grow, to become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Struggles don't break us, they shape us. Think of any great success story. Athletes push through injuries. Entrepreneurs fail before succeeding. People turn pain into purpose. They didn't succeed despite challenges. They succeeded because of them. Real-life example: Seneca. On setbacks, Seneca understood this well. He once said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, just as labor does the body. Just as lifting weights builds muscle, enduring hardship strengthens the mind." Exiled and betrayed, Seneca didn't waste time resenting fate. He adapted, learned, and grew. His greatest wisdom came not from comfort, but struggle. How to apply this today? Next time life challenges you, don't ask, "Why me?" Instead ask, "What can this teach me?" Lost a job? It may be a chance to develop new skills. Facing rejection? You might be redirected to a better path. Failed at something? It's a lesson in persistence and growth. Obstacles force us to evolve. They push us beyond limits and reveal our true potential. The road to success is never smooth. It's filled with setbacks. But if you keep going, keep learning, and embrace the struggle, you'll realize that what seemed like a roadblock was actually a doorway to growth. Now let's talk about why action matters more than intention. Knowing is not enough. We must do. Theo 4. Action beats intention. Marcus Aurelius's advice. We often say, "I'll start tomorrow." Whether it's exercising, learning, or making a tough decision, we delay action for comfort. Marcus Aurelius warned, "You could be good today, but instead, you choose tomorrow." Procrastination is the enemy of progress. We wait for the perfect moment, but it doesn't exist. There will always be uncertainty. The Stoics believed that action, not intention, defines success. Improvement begins when you start, even before you're ready. How to stop waiting and start doing. Progress isn't about big leaps but small, consistent steps. Aristotle put it best: we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. Want discipline? Practice it daily. Want success? Take small steps now, waiting for motivation? Take action first. Momentum follows. The Stoics knew that starting is the hardest part, but it's the only way forward. Challenge. What is one thing you've delayed for too long? A project? A conversation? A lifestyle change? Take one small step today. It doesn't have to be perfect. Starting creates momentum. The Stoics knew waiting is an illusion. The only time you have is now. Will you use it? Next, let's explore another crucial Stoic lesson: how to stop anxiety from controlling your life. 5. Anxiety is a choice. Marcus Aurelius on anxiety. Anxiety feels overwhelming. But what if it's not something that happens to you, but something you control? Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Anxiety isn't caused by events, but by how we interpret them. The more we try to control the uncontrollable, the more anxious we become. The Stoic solution? Focus only on what's within your power. Let go of the rest. Why this matters today. Anxiety is everywhere. Social media, comparisons, uncertainty about the future. We stress over things we can't influence, wasting energy on problems we don't control. Ask yourself, how much of what I worry about is actually within my control? Most anxiety is self-created. It exists not because of reality, but because of our interpretation of reality. How to overcome anxiety if anxiety comes from thoughts. Changing your thinking changes everything. Journaling. Write down your worries. Separate what you can control from what you can't. Take action on the first, release the second. Meditation. Anxiety thrives on future-based thinking. Meditation helps you stay present, the only place where you have control. Change your perspective. Dragion, what's the worst that could happen? Most fears are exaggerated. Stoics practice negative visualization to prepare, not panic. Anxiety doesn't control you, unless you let it. Choose to take control. Next, let's explore how the way you start your morning shapes the rest of your day. 6. Your morning defines your day. Marcus Aurelius's morning rituals. How you start your morning sets the tone for everything that follows. Marcus Aurelius understood this deeply. Despite being one of the most powerful men in the world, leading an empire through wars, plagues, and political struggles, he still took time every morning to ground himself. He did not wake up and immediately dive into his responsibilities. Instead, he made time to reflect, to prepare his mind, and to remind himself of his principles. His most famous habit was journaling. His personal reflections, later compiled into what we now know as meditations, reveal a man who used the early hours of the day to align his thoughts before stepping into the challenges ahead. He wrote about patience, self-discipline, and the impermanence of life. He reminded himself to focus on what was within his control and to let go of what was not. Marcus Aurelius understood that the morning was not just about starting the day, it was about starting it with purpose. Why mornings matter. Most people start their day on autopilot. They wake up and immediately check their phone, scroll through social media, or dive into work emails. Before they have even had a moment to think for themselves, they are already reacting to the demands of the outside world. But what if instead, you took control of your mornings? What if before letting external influences dictate your mood and mindset, you first took time to center yourself, set intentions, and establish clarity? The Stoics believed in living with intention, not letting life happen to you, but actively shaping it. The first hour of your day can determine whether you move through life reactively or proactively. If you start with chaos, the rest of your day will follow suit. If you start with clarity, focus, and purpose, you will carry that energy forward. Practical. Stoic morning routine. You do not need to wake up at 4 a.m. or spend hours on personal development to have a powerful morning. A simple 10-minute Stoic-inspired morning routine can transform your mindset and set you up for success. 5 minutes of silence or meditation. Before reaching for your phone, take a few minutes to sit in silence. This can be meditation, deep breathing, or simply sitting with your thoughts. The goal is to start with awareness rather than distraction. Journaling. What are my priorities today? Instead of rushing into tasks, take a moment to clarify what truly matters. Write down 1 or 2 key priorities for the day. This practice helps you stay focused on what is within your control. A quick gratitude exercise. What am I thankful for? The Stoics believed in practicing gratitude, not just for what is pleasant, but for everything that contributes to growth. Start the day by acknowledging what you are grateful for: your health, your opportunities, even the challenges that make you stronger. These small actions create a mental framework of clarity, focus, and resilience. They remind you that you are in control of your mindset, no matter what happens throughout the day. Actionable step: create a simple 10-minute morning routine and commit to it for the next week. It does not need to be complicated, but it should include something that helps you focus your mind, set priorities, and cultivate gratitude. A great life is built on great days, and great days start with great mornings. The question is, will you take control of yours? Now that we understand the power of morning routines, let's move on to another crucial Stoic principle: why self-discipline is the key to freedom and success. 7. Discipline over comfort. Self-control is power. Discipline isn't punishment, it's power. It's the ability to control yourself, master impulses, and act with reason over emotion. True freedom isn't doing whatever you want, it's having the self-control to make choices that align with your values, even when difficult. The Stoics taught, be strict with yourself, but lenient with others. Hold yourself to high standards, but don't waste energy trying to control others. Focus on mastering yourself. Comfort is easy, but discipline is transformative. The more we choose comfort, the weaker we become. The more we choose discipline, the stronger we grow. Marcus Aurelius practiced what he preached. Despite being the most powerful man in the world, Marcus Aurelius avoided indulgence. He didn't chase pleasure or avoid responsibility. He lived by a strict moral code, choosing what was right over what was easy. Yet he didn't judge others harshly. He understood people have flaws and weaknesses. That's why he wrote, "Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself." Instead of resenting others, he focused on improving himself. This mindset kept him calm in betrayal, patient in frustration, and steady in temptation. How this applies today: modern life tempts us with distractions. Scrolling instead of reading, snoozing instead of exercising, making excuses instead of taking action. But every time you choose comfort over discipline, you sacrifice growth. To live fully, do the hard things first. Choose long-term success over short-term pleasure. Seek what is meaningful, not just what is easy. At the same time, stop expecting others to meet your standards. Their journey is their own. If their laziness or dishonesty frustrates you, let it go. Focus on your own self-improvement. The world doesn't need more complainers. It needs leaders. Now let's explore another key Stoic lesson: how to deal with difficult people with patience and wisdom. 8. Difficult people are your greatest teachers. Marcus Aurelius on dealing with others. Difficult people are everywhere. No matter how much we wish otherwise, we will encounter selfish, rude, and unreasonable individuals. Marcus Aurelius understood this. He wrote, "When you wake up, expect to meet selfish, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest people." This wasn't cynicism. It was mental preparation. By expecting human flaws, he avoided being caught off guard. More importantly, he didn't let them dictate his behavior. He believed that no one could force him to react with anger or resentment. Self-control was always a choice. Modern application: difficult people aren't obstacles, they are tests of character. Every frustrating interaction is a chance to practice patience, resilience, and emotional control. Psychologist Carl Jung observed that what we dislike in others often reflects unresolved parts of ourselves. If arrogance irritates you, it may be because you struggle with your own pride. If laziness frustrates you, perhaps you hold yourself to an impossibly high standard. Rather than reacting with frustration, pause and reflect. What is this revealing about me? How can I grow from this? Challenge. Next time someone frustrates you, remind yourself, this is a test of my character. I have the power to control my response. My peace is not dependent on their behavior. Mastering this skill takes away their power over you. Instead of being disturbed by their actions, you rise above them. Difficult people don't have to drain you. They can refine you. Now let's explore a powerful Stoic lesson: why remembering your own mortality can help you live a more meaningful life. 39. Memento Mori. Remember you will die. The ultimate Stoic reminder: one truth unites us all: we will die. Yet most people avoid thinking about it, as if denial can delay the inevitable. The Stoics saw it differently. Remembering death is not to be feared, it is to be embraced. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily of life's impermanence. Memento Mori, remember you will die, was not morbid but motivating. Instead of fearing death, he used it as a reason to live fully, avoid pettiness, and focus on what truly matters. Why this matters today. Most people live as if time is unlimited, delaying dreams, avoiding hard conversations, and assuming another chance will come. But what if today were your last? Would you still waste time on distractions, grudges, or meaningless pursuits? Memento Mori forces us to strip away illusions of permanence and focus on what matters: our relationships, our growth, and our purpose. Action. Ask yourself daily, if today were my last, would I be proud of how I lived? Did I use my time wisely? Or waste it on distractions? Did I focus on what truly matters? Memento Mori isn't about fear, it's about awakening. Life is fragile, but within that fragility lies urgency, gratitude, and meaning. Now let's bring everything together and see how these 9 Stoic lessons can transform your life today. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about mastering them. It gives you clarity, resilience, and discipline to navigate life's challenges with strength. We've explored 9 timeless Stoic principles. Control what you can, accept what you can't. True wealth is how you live, not what you own. Obstacles aren't barriers, they're opportunities. Action beats intention. Progress comes from doing. Anxiety is a choice. Master your mind. Your morning sets the tone. Start with intention. Discipline is freedom. Choose growth over comfort. Difficult people test your character. Use them to grow. Memento Mori. Live fully, knowing life is finite. These aren't just ideas. They're tools for a stronger, wiser life. The question is, will you apply them? Pick one principle and act today. Start your morning with reflection. Let go of something outside your control. See a challenge as an opportunity. Show patience with a difficult person. Knowledge means nothing without action. If this resonated, share and subscribe. Watch the next video and let's keep growing together. Your journey to strength and wisdom starts now.